Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm very pleased to be at the West Bromwich Albion ground today, where I'm joined by Adrian Wright, Commercial Director, Martin Swain, the PR and Marketing Manager, and also Amarjit Singh Nandra, who has worked with the West Bromwich Albion for many years and with Sikh Channel. We want to discuss the recent football match between Delhi Dynamos and West Bromwich Albion, the first international friendly match by the Indian Super League in the UK. We want to discuss how it went and we want to look forward. Adrian, can you perhaps please tell us initially, how did the match go for you? Were you happy with the outcome?
Yeah, overall I think we were really happy. I think it was a good opportunity for us to engage with a new community. The event went very well. We certainly believe that we engaged with some new communities. We were really, obviously, in terms of the start and the process of getting people into the ground, we had a perilous 72 hours, which was a difficult one for us to ensure that we understood that everybody that was coming to the game knew how to buy a ticket, to come into the facility and feel welcome. But I think ultimately we were very, very pleased.
And Adrian, can you tell us the time scale in which this match was arranged? Because I understand it happened in a very short time scale.
That's correct. We had 23 days to turn this round. Delhi Dynamos didn't confirm their actual visit to the UK till very last minute. I think Martin will probably back this. He did phone me and say, Adrian, are you sure you want to go ahead with this? And I said, look, we cannot lose this opportunity, and I'm glad we did.
Martin, briefly about the audience who came and the spectators at the match. What were the numbers like, and were you happy with this, with the attendance, particularly bearing in mind the short time scale?
I was. In fact, I was delighted. 23 days is not really enough time to reach all the people that we wanted to reach, to get our message out there. We were going into new areas that the club has not experienced in reaching before. So. Driving to the game, I don't mind admitting, thinking, I don't know, the weather was awful, I don't know what's going to happen here, I was worried, but to see the stands start to fill up, to hear the noise coming from the fan zone, and then to see that some of our audience had also, our traditional audience had also been engaged enough to come in, it was good. I was quite pleased.
And what's your view of the match itself? Was it an entertaining and a good match?
We spoke to all of our coaching staff. In fact, Ben Garner, who was in charge of the team that day for us, first team coach, first thing he said to me as we were coming out was how much he loved the Doldrummers, and sort of said, I can get used to this sounds great. And so it was a new experience for them. The match itself was perfect for us. I thought Delhi did really, really well, because they're at the start of their pre-season, so they're a little bit behind in terms of fitness.
And
so it was a good game.
This was the first time, it's quite a historic match. It's the first time an Indian Super League team had been to the UK. What's the future for this now, do you think?
Well, I think it's a big future. There would be because we've been on this project for nearly 3 years now, I think, there would be a temptation to think that this was the climax of it, the end of it. This was it. In fact, we've discussed this in club this week, and it's very much the start. This was the first, and I would surely hope that we will be able to perhaps turn it into an annual event. It would be fantastic to think that we could. We've got that date in the calendar that's largely going to be available, and to think what we might achieve with, say, 3 or 4 months to build up to it as opposed to 3 weeks is quite exciting.
And the contribution from Sikh Channel, were you happy with the way Sikh Channel promoted it and worked with you? You came to our studio and met our team. How did you find that experience?
It was great. I think we did the breakfast show as well. That was wonderful. Actually, we still haven't finished asking you for favours, I'm afraid, because it would be fantastic to get a response from your listeners and your viewers to what they thought, the people that came along, what they liked about it, what they didn't like about it, what they'd like to see from West Bromwich Albion in the future, what would make them want to come back to the Hawthorns, because that's what we really want to do. We want to throw open the doors to a community that we've just not reached properly in the past. So without Sikh Channel, we wouldn't have made any of that sort of imprint, and we want to make sure we keep that going, we keep that connect going.
Thank you very much, Martin, thank you. Turning to Amarjit Singh Nandra, who has been serving the Sikh community for many years through his role at the Ramgarhia Sikh Temple in the heart of Birmingham, Graham Street. Also, along with that, Amarjit has been an advisor and a consultant to Sikh Channel for many years, assisting us throughout with technical matters. And he has worked for many years in a professional capacity at the West Bromwich Albion, providing coverage of their live events. So a very special thanks to Amarjit, who's become a very close friend of mine and of all the Sikh Channel team. He's got to know all our team throughout our studio, both in Birmingham and London, and internationally in Delhi as well. Amarjit, thank you for bringing this partnership to the Sikh Channel. I want to publicly acknowledge that this partnership, this three-way partnership of Delhi Dynamos, West Bromwich Albion, Sikh Channel, was facilitated and engineered largely by Amarjit Singh Nandra. So Amarjit, thank you. And how was the day for you? How did you feel about this? Because I know you did a lot of work and it's a very stressful time for you.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, before we begin, I think Martin will even endorse that, being involved with the press. And we had international press on that day, Martin.
We did, yeah.
And to see some new people coming in. And we not only shown live match on Sikh Channel, it, I believe, on the net. I think it went to many, many countries, because we certainly got calls from all over the world who watched the live game on Sikh Channel. And so once again, thank you to Sikh Channel for doing that. But main thing is, it was a wonderful day. Although the rain didn't stop till 1:30, and brave people of locally, Birmingham, everywhere, local surrounding, they turned up, and nice to see the queues in the ticket office and all the drums playing in the fan zone, and eventually in the Hawthorne ground.
It was very much a family occasion.
Very much a family occasion, and thanks to Sikh Channel once again, the families, some of the families, the response was, I never knew how football is so family orientated, and that was the object of the exercise, and I think we achieved that on that day.
And what's the future, Amarjit? How do we go forward with Sikh Channel and West Bromwich Albion and the Indian Super League? What's your advice to us to take this further?
Well, Sikh Channel, it's another avenue, and I think, thanks you, Mr. Ball, that you have taken a brave decision to take the sporting avenue as well. And I think both religion and sport go in hand. And we can only build on this, and we would like to make this a yearly event. And also, we would say that next year we will give you a bit more notice so we can promote this in a bigger format.
How did the team perform for you in terms of the Sikh Channel team, our production team? Shamal had a big input, Gurpreet, Talwinder Singh, Baljinder, Gary, the Breakfast Show team. And how was the Sikh Channel team in terms of their response and working with you?
Well, once again, congratulations goes to you, Mr. Bal. Your team, you've got people who are so devoted to Sikh Channel and what Sikh Channel is trying to portray. Having known all the team, I mean, their effort and their enthusiasm was second to none. And I'm grateful the amount of support your team at the Sikh Channel given in conjunction with West Bromwich Albion. And once again, I'd like to personally thank West Bromwich Albion for doing this, and I believe this is the first one ever, and let's not make it the last one.
Thank you very much, Amarjit. And just to add to that, the Sikh Channel is very grateful. We do feel privileged and honoured to be part of this partnership. It's enabled us to bring a new element to the Sikh Channel, a community channel, and we want to engage the wider Sikh community with football, with Indian Super League and West Bromwich Albion and other clubs. And so it was very pleasing for our viewers, and we want to thank all the Sikh Channel viewers who attended the match and supported on the day. Adrian, looking forward, would you like to see a Asian or Sikh footballer in the Premiership?
Definitely. I think there's this misconception that there aren't, Asian players playing football. I can tell you there are. There's a lot playing in our academy. There's a lot playing in league football in this country, and I think it's only a matter of time. We've already had 3 Asian players that have actually broken into our under-21 team. One of them's actually played in the Indian Super League. A player called Adil Nabi, who now resides and plays in Peterborough. So there is a real strength in numbers. I think ultimately giving people access to play the game, but also view it is really important. It's a cultural thing. It's a universal language, football. It's across the world. You can play it anywhere. It's a low-cost opportunity, but I think coming to the pinnacle of Premier League football, in terms of, especially within this region, the only club in this area that you can watch Premier League football is here at West Bromwich Albion, says it all really. And I think we would absolutely love to keep our doors well and truly open for the Sikh channel viewers and also members of staff and yourself, Mr. Bell, to actually come and engage with us more and come and sit and watch the games and get that West Bromwich Albion blood running through the veins if you can.
Thank you very much, that's very kind. Martin, there's a very large Sikh community surrounding this club. What would you say to them to get more involved and to become regular attendees at your matches?
I would say come and see us, come and give us a chance. Come and I could understand why historically the community might have driven past this ground many times and probably thought it's not welcome or it's culturally a clash for them. But time moves on, and we're reaching out, certainly an open palm, to shake the hand of the Sikh community, and we hope that they'll take that and they will just come and give us a chance. I mean, next year we're very excited. We had a meeting to talk about what we could do next year, and we've learned so much. It was like a fantastic piece of market research this year. We found out so much that we didn't know about, and we know that next year we could do so many things better and bigger, and with your help at Sikh Channel we can get even more of the community into the ground.
Thank you very much, Martin. Amarjit, what's your message or advice, particularly to the Sikh community parents with their younger children, about football and getting involved in sport? What's your advice to parents watching at home?
Well, at the moment we're looking at a football which is a worldwide game now. It's being approached into whether you live in a massive house or whether you live in a shanty town. The football is available to you, and this exercise proved that football is for everybody. So it's not just for the few. And hopefully with your help, Sikh Channel, we are able to reach people who didn't know that Hawthorn. We should be proud of West Bromwich Albion that they've taken the step to liaise with Daily Dynamo's Indian Premier League and sort of arrange this match. And I think their enthusiasm from people like Martin Swain and Adrian Wright, who have put all this together, and we are really grateful to West Bromwich Albion Football Club as well.
Final word to Adrian, who can perhaps also represent the Delhi Dynamos, and Prashant, the chairman, and say a few words on their behalf and what they felt from this experience.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I spoke to Prashant in great detail post the event. He was very, very pleased with the welcome that he got from us here in the UK. I think he was overawed by the actual kind of investment of specifically people such as yourself, Mr. Bell, with the media. They were, in some instances, said it felt like they were in India. In some instances, the amount of contact they had and the passion that was coming from people watching the game. This is certainly not going to be a one-off. I can guarantee you personally this is going to be a good opportunity for this football club to continue to grow its links. Prashant and I speak daily. We work in unison in terms of, they're learning the game. We have a really long history and heritage in football, which they want to learn from. And I think you will see a lot more interaction from both Delhi Dynamos and West Bromwich Albion in the future. And you'll be the first port of call for us to amplify that.
Thank you very much, Adrian. From all the Sikh Channel viewers and the Sikh Channel team and management, thank you to West Bromwich Albion for making this partnership possible. Special thanks to Adrian Wright, Martin Swain, and a very special thank you to Amarjit Singh Nandra, who represented Sikh Channel and has become very much part of our team. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and we hope to work with you again in the future on similar positive, progressive partnerships. Thank you.
Thank you.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.